Good evening, my dear brothers and sisters. Dr. Anuj Mageshwari, ACP India Chapter Governor-elect, Dr. Rajshekhar, Dr. Muruganathan, our guest of honor, President, National Board of Examination, my good friend, Dr. Abhijit Seth, and all our members, good evening. You can join. You want to chat. Sure. Today is a special day, Doctors' Day. All over the country, we are observing and celebrating Doctors' Day. IPCA Laboratories was kind enough to support this program, and they are giving tribute to doctors across India, across the globe on this auspicious Doctors' Day. We celebrate Doctors' Day because of this eminent personality, Bharat Ratna, Dr. Bidhan Chandra Rai, was born in July 82 and died in 1st July 1962. An eminent Indian physician, educationist, freedom fighter, Chief Minister of West Bengal, founder and first President of Cardiology Society of India, awarded the highest civilian honor, Bharat Ratna, in 61. It feels great joy and enthusiasm in my heart in welcoming you all for this Doctors' Day. A doctor means a lot in the society for health, because health comes first in all endeavors. There should be no economy or society without health. On this first Doctors' Day, which is dedicated to all the doctors who have sacrificed their lives, and I bow my head to all the COVID warriors who are fighting the battle day and night, forgetting their family, rendering human service to the community. I request all of you, my members, to send the names of the COVID warriors in your area. We will definitely honor all of them. Just now, Anuj Mageshwari did one program in Lucknow. We could honor only 10 people. But now, 5 names have come. I requested all of them to appear in the webinar at the end of the program. They are going to honor all the warriors who are fighting selflessly. We are all grateful and pray the Almighty to give all the COVID warriors more strength, stamina, energy, and long healthy life. God cannot be everywhere. That is why God created doctors. Even now, God itself is isolated, as people are banned to go to temples, shrines, or mosques or church. That is why God makes doctors as his ambassador to save the lives at this critical time. Learning never exhausts the mind. Whatever you learn, you should implement it. Learning is not doing, but doing is learning. And intellect without implementation is ignorance, not intelligence. We are empowered to challenge every challenge and any challenge. Nowadays, everyone is fearing when they are hearing the word corona. When you open a newspaper or switch on the television or radio, or while searching in a social media platform, WhatsApp, you only hear corona, corona, corona. The word corona gives a negative energy in people's mind. One of the neighbor called his son, Saravana, Saravana. It sounded like corona, corona. In fact, corona means crown. Even the sun has got settler corona around the outer layer of the outer layer. Our brain has got corona radiata. The day is not far off when we win this battle, COVID battle, and all of us would adorn crown as a part of victory, then the crown and the corona will be positive. So I would request all of you to make the corona word as itself is a positive energy. Friends, so many adverse things are happening around the world, but believe me, definitely there will be a change for good. In spite of everything, life goes on. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Samastam Niyantridam, which means everything under control. So don't worry. You don't know what the day will bring to you, but you know what you can bring to the day. Calm sea can never make a good sailor. A fragmented mind is an unhappy mind. Focused mind is a happy mind. So we will have to focus. We are now responsible, also responsive to the calls. We should work with mission, vision, passion, and compassion. On this important day, I would like to make a scintillating, vibrant, clarion call to all of you. I would like to proclaim 10 commandments. The first commandment is, you are the leader. You are the leader. Provide leadership to the community, because patient safety, patient care, and treatment are there at the central stage. And you are the leader. You can only play the role in this situation as a leader. And it is a right occasion to remind ourselves our role and responsibility as the real leader. My second commandment is, rededicate yourself, reignite yourself. A military man saves the nation against enemies. We also save the nation by protecting from the illness and save more lives. A military man gets vibrant energy flown in his blood when he wears a uniform. Same way, when healthcare workers wear their PPE, the same fighting energy and the spirit runs in his blood, nerves, and muscles. Sacrifice and service are the two eyes. So many of our police have sacrificed their lives. Still others continue their service above self. When everybody is staying at home, we want everybody to stay at home. But we team of healthcare workers come together to save the world. I used to say, coming together is beginning. Beginning together is progress. Progressing together is work. Working together is a challenge. Challenging together is an achievement. Achieving together is success. Our togetherness will definitely pave way to fight the battle effectively and efficiently. The fifth is, be positive and send positive waves only, because once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you will start having positive results. There is an anecdote, most of you know, what is called mile barrier in Olympics. In Olympics, nobody could run 1 mile in 4 minutes till 1954. When Roger Bannister crossed 1 mile in 3 minutes 59.4 seconds, believe me, after that, 1,400 athletes broke the record. So he was the first one to break the record. So the mindset changes. So you can definitely achieve whatever you want if your mindset is positive and if you try sincerely. Communication skill. A doctor should be a good communicator. You spread loudness, kindness, and oneness. History taking is very, very important in this era. And you have to be an educator, health education. What is social distancing? What is physical distancing? What is sanitation? What is the cough hygiene? All that you have to explain as a health educator, a good communicator. The seventh commandment is, work with faith and self-confidence. You are the hope risers for your patients. Work with hope, and faith will bring trust in your patients. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope or confidence. So we must have self-confidence and faith. I for me. When you say I, it is not my I, that ego I. I have a commandment with I. Remember these 10 words with the I for successful: innovation, invention, intervention, implementation, intelligence, inspiration, intensification, and infusion of good energy. Inner engineering and interrogation. Lot of innovative research and detailed interrogation are the key to success. Many of our colleagues are involved in research, and soon we'll get a good result. We'll get a good drug as well as good vaccine. Be enthusiastic. Nothing great can be achieved without enthusiasm, says Napoleon Hill. Your enthusiasm will relieve the depression in the patient's mind. Be energetic, give energy and encouraging words to all the patients with ever smiling, with your ever smiling face. The 10th one, the last one, but not the least one. Protect yourself before protecting others. Not only community needs you, but your family also needs you very badly more. Spend some time with your family. That will give a positive frame of mind for you to work more vigorously. The Indian Medical Association, the mother of all medical associations, has given a theme for this Doctors' Day. Lessen the mortality of COVID-19. It is a time that every single effort counts. Every one of us account to make a difference. No other profession is divine as doctor's profession, who can save the lives, heal the wounds, relieve the pain, alleviate the suffering, bring smile in the lips, remove the anxiety, fear and depression. Even in our prayers, what we pray, we request God, give us strength to heal others. We pray for others' happiness. I pray Almighty, if at all there is a rebirth, please give me a rebirth as a medical doctor again, so that I can serve the community. Godspeed. Good luck. Thank you very much. Friends, I have great pleasure in welcoming all of you. First, let me have the pleasure of introducing our eminent cardiovascular surgeon, Dr. Abhijit Seth, who is the president of the National Board of Examination. You know what is a national board? All over India, we have got so many private hospitals and hospitals. They are running courses for surgery, medicine, cardiothoracic, endocrine. For all those courses, our beloved academician, Dr. Abhijit Seth, is the president. Now he is going to give felicitatory message for all the doctors. Over to Dr. Abhijit Seth. Please welcome him with round of applause. Please, sir. Sir, unmute, sir. Please unmute. Dr. Abhijit Singh, sir, you please unmute.
Yeah, sorry. Namaste. Very good evening to all of you. On behalf of the National Board of Examination, I extend my gratitude to the organizer of American College of Physicians, Dr. Muruganathan and his team. And on this auspicious day for the doctors, I give my heartily wishes to all the doctors across the country and across the globe for their well-beings, for their success in their endeavors, their aspirations and goals in the life. I myself is a doctor before I turned into an administrator or policymaker, and I have gone through all the different stages of life as a doctor, and whatever I will tell you, I will be just sharing my experience and how I have gone through the doctor's profession. It will be very brief and short, but I felt that it might be helpful to you. The most important part, which I always felt as a doctor, is you have to love your profession and you give everything to it, give a full commitment to it. This is the only profession in the society which connects you directly to the social work and social connect much better than any other profession. And while you remain in the profession, you serve the society with empathy, humanity, and courage. And it gives betterment to the society, and better health of the society is the useful index of the health, useful index of the progress of the nation. So that is very, very important for all of us, which we need to make sure. On the Doctors' Day, now recently you have seen about this COVID crisis and the way our doctors have worked day and night and in fact, they have sacrificed their life for the betterment of patients is phenomenal. And I extend my tributes to all the doctors, all the health workers to uh, ensure that they have contributed greatly to the humanity, and certainly this will set up the example for the future generation of our medical fraternity. Uh, what has happened, what COVID has learned, taught us is you can isolate any other professional, but in COVID crisis, you cannot isolate the doctors, because without doctors, you can't work for the treatment of such a needy patients. Hence, the doctor's role has came as a front warrior, and certainly that has realized the world the value of the doctors, and again it bring closure to the proverb of nearer to the God or the God's messenger. My another important comment on this issue is to ensure that the future generation of doctors also learn from the sacrifice of these doctors, that the professionalism is the key to the success of our profession, and professionalism doesn't include only doing the business, but it includes developing the patient relationship with empathy, developing the communication skill, developing the ensure the patient safety during the treatment, awareness, bringing the awareness with the quality in the management of the clinical management of the patients, and we have to follow the ethical codes of the society and the nation. My other tips will be, please ensure that the 2-3 characters I will always, 2-3 peculiarities and 2-3 virtues which I will always request to all the doctors to develop is: one, please never give up in your life. And uh, whatever your goal and aspirations, please stick to it. There will be a help at any unexpected time, and you will achieve that goal or aspirations. The second important thing is, please ensure the what we call it truthness, and please ensure the ethical principle uh, in your continuing practice to ensure that the patients are served on the principles of evidence-based medicine, and the patient should not get a treatment which they are not supposed to get. The third important principle which I will request all doctors to follow is keep learning. Sir William Osler has written a very nice proverb that doctors are students till their whole life, and the day they stop learning, they dies. In the principle that your instinct, clinical instinct, will die down if you won't keep on learning. So continuous medical education is the key to our success. And lastly, as I mentioned, please ensure the total professionalism and work with empathy and tender loving care. My best wishes to all of you once again, and we are always there to support you as a national body. In fact, today our Honorable Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhanji has inaugurated a good medical practice booklet, which is the first time ever published medical practice booklet on all the principles which I have mentioned and this will be distributed to all DNB students across the country, and it will be available on site on our website, that any medical students, any doctors, any stakeholders or faculty can access it. And we have also started another biggest global integration program by starting today the International Fellowship of National Board of Examination, where the international students, the students from the SAARC countries and other countries will be able to join without any problem or damage to the local students, and in fact they will add to the global integration, better distribution of global learning resources and medical tourism. With uh, this word of wisdom and development, I end my comments, and once again, I am grateful to all the doctors of the country, and my best wishes to all of you and your family. May the God be with all of you forever. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abhijit, for the words of wisdom. In fact, the next speaker is one of the internationally known figure. We are all very proud. Rotary International, our Indian is becoming a president. He is now president-elect. He hails from Calcutta, and he is a president for 1.3 million Rotarians all over the world. And particularly, Shekar Mehta is a very dynamic person. You have given a very good point for him. You said international fellowship exchange without much conditions, because Shekar Mehta is interested in so many Rotary activities. One of the activities is international fellowship. So he'll take the clue and he'll do it. And Dr. Shekar Mehta is rightly called as Dr. Shekar Mehta because he's doing lot of preventive work. We doctors do curative, but Shekar Mehta as a Rotary International President-elect, he's doing lot of preventive care. And during the COVID, especially this time, please acknowledge the Rotary International, especially India, has spent more than 100 crores to India for the COVID battle. So I think we are very, very lucky to have the Rotary International President Shekar Mehta ji along with us, who will felicitate the doctors. And he's more interested in doctors because I told you he himself is a doctor, and so many Rotary doctors are Rotarians. For example, I am a governor, Rotary past governor. So many past governors are doctors are in Rotary. So we are all very proud that our Shekar Mehta ji is here. So please welcome Dr. Shekar Mehta ji for his words of wisdom. Over to Shekar Mehta. Please welcome.
Good evening, everyone. It's indeed absolutely a privilege and an honor to be amongst all of you, amongst people who are admired the most around the world. After God, if there is somebody we look up to, it is the doctors. Because in times of problems, especially your health problems, if there is somebody who you look up to, it is the doctor. And I'm so happy to be speaking to the doctor fraternity on a very special day, the Doctors' Day, under the program organized by ACP. Thank you, Dr. Muruganathan, for inviting me. Muruganathan himself is such an eminent person. He is a very dear friend, so he has exaggerated a little about me. Friends, I'll speak a little about Rotary and how Rotary hugely depends on doctors and respects the work that the doctors do. Currently, we are passing through one of the worst phases of our lives. This pandemic has created havoc around the world, a never-before situation. More than half the world was quarantined, not getting out of homes. Millions of people affected by it, and nearly 500,000, unfortunately, have lost their lives. And if we are not in a worse situation. And if people have been saved, for example, in India itself, if the death toll has been less in comparison, I mean, my heart goes out to every person who has lost somebody in the family. But when we look what enormity of this loss could have been if only angels like you were not there. You have been our soldiers, generals. You have been at the forefront of the war against COVID. Each day that you wear your PP kits is no less than a soldier wearing his or her fatigues. I say the doctors are our soldiers in white fatigues. Each day that you go, you are taking risk of your own life just to ensure that our lives are safe. I mean, there has never been, probably in your lives also, such a great test of your own ability to take such great risks. You do take risks, but not every doctor has to take a life risk. Here, you are taking your life risk and taking care of the patient. Whatever be the conditions, you are daring the conditions, going and helping out the people. If today we are safe in our homes, it is because of the doctors, and on this Doctors' Day, the entire world salutes you, and on behalf of the 1.2 million Rotarians across 200 countries, I, as their incoming president, I salute each and every one of you for what you do. I've always felt there are certain professions which have that extra responsibility. A teacher, for example. I say a teacher should be the highest paid and the most respected person in a society, because if you are a doctor, I'm a chartered accountant. If somebody is an engineer, I think our lives have been shaped, apart from our parents, by our teachers. So the teachers, when their respect is the highest, then a country is going to flourish. The other profession, the other two professions are those of a lawyer, but a lawyer not everybody has to go to. But a doctor, everybody has to go to. And what a noble profession it is. We all, yes, it is a profession for you, you earn out of it, but you have that extra responsibility also. While I may take a leave on some day because I do not feel like, you probably don't have that luxury. At night, you may be called, at difficult times, you may be called, and you do not have the luxury of saying yes or no. You are always there. And we salute you for what you do. Rotary also is involved in a lot of medical issues. I'm sure you are aware about Rotary's role in polio eradication. That has been our prime program for the last 35 years. When we started the program in 1985, 350,000 children each year were affected by it. So either they would die or become crippled. I'm happy to say, while there were, it was in 150 countries then, doggedly Rotary has been after polio eradication, advocating with the governments, telling them that no, this is important, and keeping it right in the front burner, not letting the governments put it on the back burner. Now it is left only in 2 countries. Just last week, WHO gave the certificate to Nigeria. Nigeria is polio-free now, and soon Africa is going to be formally declared as polio-free. That will leave only Pakistan and Afghanistan. That is an area, and we are all concerned. We are neighbors. Polio can come anywhere, any day it can come back. Won't need a visa or a passport. So Rotary is still committed. This year itself, we have committed another $2 billion with all our partners and governments together, which is nearly 17,500 crores of rupees in Indian terms for eradication of polio. Apart from polio, we are working on rubella and measles. We work heavily on TB and Muruganathan. I would say these are committees which are pretty active at the national level, and we would need more and more help of doctors, partnerships with them, advice from them, and you can be our conduit for doing that. You yourself are such a senior Rotarian. Apart from that, our work in disaster management is another area where we need the help of doctors. Every time there is a disaster, very recently, I am from Calcutta, West Bengal faced one of the worst cyclones ever. thousands of houses were totally demolished and people had to run away from there. So I always say when there is a disaster, the man runs with one hand his children and one hand the wife's hand, and they run out of that place. Their home is devastated and they themselves are mentally agonized. So many of them are injured. They need help from doctors, medical help at that time. So we are about to start a campaign where we are wanting Rotarian doctors as well as non-Rotarian doctors to empanel, to create a India-wide infrastructure where doctors can volunteer, and at any given disaster time, we can have a quick response. We have developed something called a shelter kit, and that is what our prime product is whenever a disaster takes place. It's a trunk, large trunk like the military trunk. It has 52 items of immediate relief that a family needs after a disaster. But that takes care of food, it takes care of shelter, it takes care of their stay. But it will also take care of their food because we provide fooding, cooking utensils, eating utensils, we provide tarpaulins, we provide mosquito nets, everything. But thereafter, we also need medical help. While our doctors are always ready and ready to go, but why not take help of such a large organization as yours? It can be a wonderful experience doing that. We also have some committees which look after healthcare, preventive as well as curative. We run nearly 100 hospitals across India. More than 100 hospitals are run across India. We run about 40 blood banks, and we are determined over the next 5 years to set up 50 blood banks, another 50 eye hospitals wherever there is a need for them. We are going to put up at least 50 vans which are for cancer prevention, mammography vans, etc. are going to be put. In case there are areas where you feel there is acute need for these, you could convey to Dr. Muruganathan, and he will only be happy to connect you with a Rotary Club who may be able to help out. Your purpose and our purpose is the same. You do hands-on service to help people. We do also hands-on service. You do it as a profession, we do it as a passion. I think there is an excellent combination that can come out of profession and passion. You also are very passionate people. We all want to do good in this world. Another aspect would be, Muruganathan, sometime we can discuss even a partnership between the ACP or I don't know what other organization you would want, where we would have a partnership with your organization where we would be very happy to welcome doctors becoming Rotarians, because you are people who do hands-on service every day, day in, day out. And the first objective of it is to use our own profession to be worthy of helping other people. I cannot find better people than doctors to be Rotarians. So I extend this invitation to all of you. It's absolutely been a wonderful experience coming and speaking to all of you, the people we respect and thank you so much. On this particular day, from a chartered accountant, it also happens to be a chartered accountant's day. So from a chartered accountant, let me wish to all the doctors a very happy Doctor's Day. Thank you for what you do. Thank you so much.
Really, it was a very, very useful information for all the non-Rotarians, what Rotary is doing. And in fact, I'm happy Dr. R.V. Ashokan, who's the National IMA Secretary, is also joined, and he has also heard about your TB, because Dr. Ashokan was particularly interested in the TB prevention program and TB treatment program. So he'll be happy to connect with Rotary and do a lot of more projects. Once again, I thank you, Shekar, for any help from the doctor's side. They are always there. And I now request the Honorary General Secretary of Indian Medical Association, which is the mother of all the medical association, who is here. He is going to give his blessing message and best wishes message. Over to R.V. Ashokan, please.
Nathan, can I take your leave, please? I have the next meeting starting in 2 minutes.
So thank you very much. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll send you the video and then YouTube. Whatever has happened, we are going to send it to 70,000 doctors across the country tomorrow. So we'll send you the link also. We'll send you the YouTube also to you. Thank you, Shekar. Thank you, convey my regards.
Dr.
Thank you.
Dr. Raj Shekar, Dr. Vijay Seth, and Dr. Anuj Maheshwari, and Dr. Ashokan. I'm sorry, I'll need to leave. Today happens to be the new day. The new year starts for Rotary today.
Yes.
So today my situation is like a Purohit going from one wedding to the other. I have to go and do the installations for these governors across the world actually. So I'll take your leave. It's been wonderful coming and meeting all of you virtually. Thank you so much.
In spite of your busy schedule, you came for my sake and for the doctor's sake. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, Ashokan.
Thank you so much.
Ashokan, please.
Dr. Muruganathan, President and Secretary of the branch, and my dear members, Vanakkam. It is a great pleasure to address you on behalf of the IMA headquarters. I was in a meeting with the Kerala State Branch, and Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala was the chief guest. Today, the esteem and status of Indian Medical Association is at its highest level. That is because of the sacrifice, the dedication, the hard work that is being done by each one of you. The esteem of Indian Medical Association has skyrocketed. The National President of Indian Medical Association, for the first time in the history of Indian Medical Association, had an opportunity to participate in a virtual meeting chaired by none other than the Honorable Prime Minister of India. This could not have happened even last year. But this year, because of the extraordinary situations through which we are passing, and if you look at it, the only organization other than the Government of India and the state governments is Indian Medical Association. The headquarters as well as the state branches are taking up responsibilities at all levels. And if you see what happened to the political parties, what happened to our MPs, what happened to our MLAs, they have all retreated. They have all retreated. The only organization today carrying the burden of the hope of the people is Indian Medical Association. So, Tamilnadu State Branch has done extraordinarily well, formed a lot of guidelines, has been very sensitive to the situation. I congratulate the Tamilnadu State Branch through Dr. Muruganathan, convey my regards to Tamilnadu State Branch. They have done extraordinarily well. They have been very sensitive, very apt, and very update. And the hundreds of webinars that have been conducted is an evidence that Indian Medical Association in Tamil Nadu is alive and kicking. The only factor right now that the IMA headquarters is worried and asks all its members. Right now in the corona epidemic, we are definitely into stage 3. Whether the authorities, whether the governments agree to it or do not agree to it, the community spread is evident for everyone to see. The role of the primary care physician, the family doctor, the secondary hospitals cannot be brushed away. Stage 1 and stage 2 belonged to the epidemiologists and the public health specialists. Stage 3 belongs only to clinicians. The only task before us is to save lives, is to lessen the mortality. Total number of cases do not matter any longer. The flattening the curve does not matter any longer. These lifeless numbers do not matter anything. Every patient matters. To hope, give hope to the families, to save lives is the ultimate. And this is the duty of every doctor. And now the epidemic is upon us in our doorstep. And what we know better is to save lives. You have to only follow the scientific principles. You will be safe. Keep yourself safe. Keep your institution safe. Keep your staff safe. but at the same time, fight the war. There is no other tool to fight this war. We are the only instrument in the hands of the nation to fight this war. I am sure every member of IMA, we should take up our responsibility in every village, every town, and everywhere we are in charge. No one else is in charge. Not even the governments are in charge. We are in charge. With that much of responsibility, let us observe today's Doctors' Day. I wish you all a great Doctors' Day and a great responsible months to come. Let us celebrate Doctors' Day 2021 in a much joyous way. Wish you all happy Doctors' Day. Wish you all safety and health. Thank you, Dr. Muruganathan, for having invited me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ashokan, for your words of wisdom. And you have clearly given a message what a doctor's role now, especially in this situation. Because now we are there. We can only help, because when patients come, even the primary physician's role and the secondary hospital's role, very, very important, because everybody comes to us. And I think the doctors will rededicate, as you have said, themselves, reignite themselves, and also know their responsibility, and then responsiveness also is increases with the days to come. When the COVID case is going up, the challenge is more, but I think with all our support and with your guidelines, we will fight the battle. And as you said, 2021 will be a victory for us, and we will also wear the same corona. Corona means crown. We'll wear the crown or corona and celebrate next year. Thank you, Ashokan, for participating in this forum, because I know you are very, very busy, and then so many people, so many Doctors' Day functions are there, and you could give the time and come. I would request you to stay for some more time. Only 3 more things are happening. Now we are going to play the recorded message from Sadguru, because Sadguru could not participate, and he has sent a message. And after that, Anuj Maheshwari and Raj Shekhar will speak. And if you have any other pressing engagement, I won't retain you. If you have time, just stay with us. Otherwise, thank you once again. And I hope you know Dr. Abhijit Seth. He's the president of the National Board of Examination. Have you met him, Ashokan? He's there. He's with us. Say hello to him. Yeah, he's National Board from Ahmedabad. Yes, sir. Now I request Johnny, please play the Sadguru's video, and then Anuj Maheshwari will give a few words, and then Raj Shekhar last. Yeah, over to Johnny. Please play the Sadguru's video.
In the making of this creation, the most phenomenal and significant aspect of this creation is life. Life in its many forms. In that, on this planet, human life is one of the most important dimensions of what's happening on the planet right now. When you are given the privilege and the possibility and the necessary knowledge to preserve and enhance life in a very fundamental way, this is the greatest privilege. It's my wish and my blessings that every doctor in India on this National Doctors' Day must reignite themselves to this commitment that you are committed to enhance life in every possible way. And especially now, in these times of this virus, where life is definitely threatened, mortality staring in everybody's face, at this time you become very significant. Please rise to the occasion and fulfill this most phenomenal responsibility that you can determine that somebody can live and without you somebody can die. So this is a very precious privilege. I hope every one of you will exercise this privilege in a most wonderful manner. The strength of life, how strong and powerful your life is, that simply depends on this, that you have placed everybody's well-being well above your own comforts and pleasures and, even your own well-being at many times. when you do this, there is a powerful atmosphere around you. This is an atmosphere where I'm saying for many of you with your families, this is the kind of atmosphere that your children should grow up in, because that had such a powerful impact on me. And I'm sure that will have such a powerful impact on your children, especially at a time like this. You displaying that you're placing everybody's well-being way above your own, I think is going to be the greatest influence that you have on your children and the people around you. Above all, the nation is in huge appreciation of what the medical personnel are doing right now, and it will definitely have a huge impact on the nation itself. This itself should be a great strength for you, that you know, what you're doing is beyond yourself. In the yogic sciences, there are various things one can do to enhance one's immune system. In terms of practices, which are hard to teach right now, but we have put out a simple, powerful process called Simha Kriya, which the video of which very simple to do. We'll send it to you so that you can put it out to your doctors and nurses. This is a kind of process. One thing is it'll boost the immune system. Another thing is it involves your breath in a certain way. Suppose you start doing it today, after a week's time, if you find some difficulty in doing it, you clearly know you have some respiratory stuff even before other symptoms show up. Even before other symptoms with which you normally medically recognize, even before that you will see you will not be able to do the practice the moment there is some kind of a respiratory cause. This viral being, being a very respiratory related thing, it'll be very useful if you're doing the practice every day, twice a day. It'll boost the immune system, but at the same time, it will tell you, it's like a gauge. If you suddenly can't do it one day, you know there is something wrong with your function of your respiratory system. It is… and also one more thing is, right now for all the medical personnel, doctors and nurses, we are offering inner engineering online free of cost. So anybody can log in and do this, the platform has been set up for this purpose. Normally, this internationally what we offer, it costs about $150 per person, but this is being offered free for all the doctors and nurses. This will also help because this is about the way you think and way you feel. You can bring a certain amount of balance and control by doing the inner engineering online program. I request all the doctors and nurses to make use of it, it's free of cost. And there are also other processes on our app one can make use of.
So, that was the video message from our Sadguru. Now, I am very happy. We have got so many COVID warriors in the country, but we could get 3 or 4 of them now appearing in the webinar. Dr. Sudhir Bhandari is the Dean of the Jaipur Government Medical College. His institution was the first one to treat the COVID patients, and they started this protocol, hydroxychloroquine. So now Sudhir Bhandari is here. We are very, very happy. He is going to be one of the COVID warrior. We are going to give them, we are going to honor him with certificate and medal and mementos. So Sudhir Bhandari, can we have one word or one sentence from you? Yeah, unmute and speak. Unmute. Sudhir Bhandari, you unmute. Please unmute. Yeah.
Can you, sir, can you speak again? I could not hear you, sir.
No, Sudhir, we were saying today being the doctors…
Sir, can you hang on for a second? Just for a second, sir. Just hang on for a second, sir. Can you speak now, sir?
Yeah. Sudhir, today, especially we have dedicated the day for all the COVID warriors.
Yes, sir.
American College of Physicians India Chapter
Yes,
are
sir.
honoring all the COVID warriors, and we are saluting all the people who sacrificed their life. Now, you are the one who started first the institution where you treated the COVID in Jaipur. So we would like to honor you, but maybe we can get a word of wisdom from you.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I'm honored that you're speaking to me, sir. And we really get inspired always by you with your legendary vision. I must tell you, I have an honor of heading the institute at Jaipur. We were the pioneer institute in country to take care of COVID patients. And we were first institute to having used the hydroxychloroquine and anti-HIV drug, the lopinavir and ritonavir. We wanted to create a bridge between a point of no treatment till the specific treatment is available. And you'll be happy to know, sir, that we treated all the first few patients with hydroxy, lopinavir and ritonavir. All the three became normal, number one. Number two, sir, I must tell you the government of India has rated SMS, our institute, as one of the most pioneer institute. We are the people in country. Today we are top in the plasma therapy. We are top in the solidity trial using the remdesivir. We are top using the tocilizumab for cytokine storm, and we have been able to establish by doing hundreds of pulmonary CT angio as pulmonary thrombus as associated etiology along with the pneumonia. So I would only tell all my colleagues and fellow doctor colleagues that it is a team spirit which has got such wonderful results. It is, I think, the blessings of the Almighty that we have got strength to take care of population at large. And I think we feel very happy that we have been able to tide over this crisis. All my doctor colleagues, paramedics, the fraternity, I pay salute on my Doctor's Day, being head of the institute. And our recovery rate is highest in country. And probably we have almost recovery to the tune of 97 to 98% with mortality of only 2.3 or so. So I think, sir, I thank you very much for having taken our institute into recognition. And I think Dr. Muruganathan, you are our role model, you are our inspiration, and you are, I think, most impressive, aspiring, I think our role model you are for the best human patient care. Sir, I can't hear you, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much for your experience. For the first patient with the hydroxychloroquine, and that time we didn't know what to do, but you only the pioneer started that treatment schedule. Sudhir, thank you, and we'll send you our certificate and honor, and we are very, very happy that you could participate. Along with you, Dr. Meenakshi Bhattacharya, Dr. Santosh Salagre, Dr. Ajay Kumar Simha, Dr. Sajid Kumar from Kottayam, then Dr. Hitesh Mahale, Civil Hospital, Maliyagan, Maharashtra. So these are the people, only they've given the names. If they join, I will ask them also to appear in the webinar. So please stay tuned, Sudhir. Now Anuj Maheshwari will give a word of felicitation, and the meeting will be over in another 5-10 minutes. Anuj, over to you. Yeah, Anuj, you unmute.
Thank you, sir, for another opportunity in a day on the ACP platform. And in fact, being a governor-elect, I am the governor in training, so I am taking the training from you since for a long time. And today also, I am in the training session. This is my second session of the training. So I am learning a lot from you. And of course, on World Doctors Day, we have already finished up with one program from the Lucknow Center, and now it is another program from the center of Dr. Muruganathan from Tirupur. And we are highly delighted that many people has appreciated these efforts, and they also liked the job what the ACP has done. Before ACP, none other organization has thought about this thing, that frontline COVID warriors should be felicitated or should be encouraged to continue work there. Because this is such a depressing situation with so many people. Many doctors are losing their life. Many people are working in such a pathetic condition. Their family always remain into the worries. Even they should remain worried for their families. In these situations, it gives a really a sense of little satisfaction to all these people if any organization gives some felicitation or honor to such kind of the work for such kind of the people, and what in leadership of Dr. Muruganathan we really did today, and it has been well appreciated. Apart from that, there are a lot of things and lot of new things which are coming up into the medical science. Now the medical science has not been remained only with the infection and some metabolic diseases like hypertension and diabetes. Now this medical science has spread its extreme up to the well-being of the human being. We have started working in the ACP leadership for the well-being of the human being, and this well-being starts from the well-being of the healthcare giver, well-being of the for the self. If we shall remain well, then probably we could be able to keep our patients well, and this is the motto of our American College of Physicians as well as American College of Physicians India chapter, to keep the first doctor well. And on this issue also, in the leadership of Dr. Muruganathan, we are working very hard, and we are trying to get some multiple modules course also in this direction, so that more could be learned about the Indian doctors, because Indian doctors are different than the Western doctors. Our conditions, our working conditions, our situations, our mindset is very much different from the Western doctors. We are always brought with the sense of sacrifice being a doctor. Once upon a time in one program, I have shared one story of my medical school days. Dr. Muruganathan, I am passing the time. You will tell me when I have to stop.
Because, I think we have to wind up by 8 o'clock. So,
okay. So, so somebody else is also after me to speak?
No, Dr. Rajshekar, because
Rajshekar. Okay, just I am finishing in next 30 seconds. So we have been, just in short, I could tell that one of the teacher who was teaching surgery in clinics, he just put out one of the students because he came late because he could not do the breakfast. And he said the person who can't be a good doctor, who is caring more for his own breakfast instead of their patient care. So now this trend has to be changed. A doctor should be careful enough for himself also. I know Dr. Sudhir Bhandari always remain busy from morning to evening. He never cares for his breakfast and lunch, dinner, and he is so much dedicated to his patient. Many of the times I have seen him. So these things has to be changed now. Now we have to learn our physicians to care for themselves. In short, this is the word what I wanted to say on the Doctor's Day today. So I'll wind up here, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be here. Dr. Rajshekar, you can continue.
Thank you, Anuj. Thank you, Anuj. In fact, in the beginning only I said there are so many COVID warriors like Sudhir Bhandari, unsung heroes. Those unsung heroes list we want. I wrote in our my governor's letter, nook and corner of the country, whoever has done something on this COVID, we'll honor them, and we'll have more opportunity to honor them. In fact, Dr. Mukundan from Tamilnadu, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Dr. Parandaman, Dr. Gauri Shankar from Coimbatore, they're all doing extremely good work. Every day they're having problem. You know what they do? They've forgotten their house. They're staying in the hostel, government headquarters hostel, because if they come every day, they may infect the family. So they are taking 15 days off from the home and staying only in the government hospital. So that much sacrifice they are doing. So we'll have to definitely honor these people. And I already told Rajshekhar to prepare the list of people and we'll send them certificates. And Sudhir Bhandari also, I request, please send all the names of the people. We'll definitely honor them. Now I request Rajshekhar to give the word of thanks and then I'll give concluding remarks. Yes, Sir Rajshekhar.
Thank you, sir. The American College of Physicians is thankful to Sri Sadguru ji for giving. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, you are audible.
So, the American College of Physicians is thankful very much to Sri Sadguru ji for giving Doctors' Day celebration message, and then Dr. Abhijit Sethi, the President, National Board of Examinations, Mr. Shekar Mehta, President, Elect-Rotary International, Dr. R.V. Ashokan, Honorary General Secretary, Indian Medical Association, and the Governor-elect, Dr. Anuj Maheshwari, and our mentor, my mentor, Dr. Muruganathan, Governor, ACP, and our friend, Dr. Sudhir Bhandari, and all the participants for this occasion, because by birth we are human beings, but by ethical traits and doing human service, and we are becoming humane. So I wish everyone a happy Doctors' Day. Please take care of your health also and be safe. Thank you very much, and one and all. Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajshekhar. Before I conclude, I thank Johnny and IFCA for supporting this program, and we will use them to send the certificates through them, because wherever you have people, I think through the IFCA people, they promised me that they will take the certificate and honor to the individuals. And I especially thank Dr. Abhijit, who has said a powerful word: never give up, and also professionalism, ethics. And he has given a lot of new things for the national board, what all things were available. So I think even the wellness and the hospitalist course, which we are planning, our national board chairman, president will be helpful. And Sudhir Bhandari is an extra bonus. Now I was thinking whether he will be coming, because always Sudhir Bhandari will be with the governor, chief minister. And all
thank you, sir.
Now he has come also. That's very good. And Meenakshi Bhattacharya from Aurangabad, who is our advisory council member, has not joined because he's still working in COVID ward. And Mukundan is also in charge of COVID hospital, so he could not join. So many people could not join, Mangesh Tivaskar and Milind Narkar, because they are doing COVID work now. So on behalf of all of them, I think we are very happy that American College of Physicians is taking this initiative, and will continue to help them. And whatever help you want, suppose you need PPE or if you need some support financially also, we'll try to raise funds and give it to the COVID warriors. And once again, I thank all of you, especially my friend Dr. Abhijit Seth, and Anuj Maheshwari, Sudhir Bhandari, and Rajshekhar, and IFCA for this contribution. And one more final thing. Today we have offered one free online course for the inner engineering. Those of you who are interested, you can go to the website of Sadguru and can download. It is 5 modules. You have to complete this in July. Otherwise, they normally charge $150. So that is an inner engineering course for for your breathing and then boosting immunity. The second bonus which we are going to get is from the IFCA. As a hypertension man, we are going to give you a hypertension app. Can I have the hypertension app with Johnny? Please show it. Please put the hypertension app. Susil, can I have the yes? Yeah, this is the Hypertension Connect to one-stop solution platform for hypertension management, which live webinar and satellites. What you have to do, you have to download this app from Play Store, and you have to use a mobile number for you to download, because each and everybody cannot do it. So only when you give the mobile number, and you can see the wide offerings of watch live webinars and sessions, live academic sessions on the app, be a part and contribute, latest and important articles, know about the latest and important articles moment it gets published in Knowledge Hub session, recent guidelines, case reports, KOL opinion, key leaders' opinions, medical presentation, queries and discussion platform. I think Rajshekhar, you download the app, and if you download, it's like downloading for everyone, because you will definitely make sure you download the good thing and then send it in our ACP academic WhatsApp group. So I thank IPCA for offering this. For all our ACP members who are watching this, can download and use this. And for all our ACP members, if you are interested to learn inner engineering, you are most welcome to do so by getting that free module offer. It's up to you whether you are interested or not. I mean, it is your take or aapke marji. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you very much. And we'll salute all the COVID warriors and thank everybody. Thanks for participation. We have just 5 minutes delayed. We are supposed to finish at 8. It's 8:05. Thank you very much and namaste and good night. Stay Subharatri. Stay calm. Stay tuned. Aap kyal rakho. Aap apko sambhola. Thank you. Correct, Anuj? Okay. Right. Thank you.